All right, guys, game number one in the books. Preseason game number one. Bears, Dolphins, both 0-0-1. But honestly, we all know records don't matter in the preseason. The Bears went 4-0 last year and went 5-12 in the season. So that doesn't matter. More importantly, we wanted to see what the coaching staff, and man, with so many guys sitting out the first game because they had the joint practice with the Dolphins, wanted to see what the coaching staff did more than the players. And yeah, we want to see the camp battles. We want to see some of these guys who are fighting to make the roster, but it did not disappoint. I didn't tweet, I didn't live stream, I didn't do anything during the game because I wanted to keep it purely enjoyment for once. I just wanted to enjoy the freaking game. So here's the box score of the Bears offense and the defense. No, I didn't put the quarterbacks in there. I probably should have because some good play by Case Keenum. Tyson Bagent really looks sloppy. Those people who think Tyson Bagent is QB1 maybe got a dose of reality during this game. I'm not sure if they did or not, but here's my key takeaways from the game. Number one, Dennis Allen's defense. That was the highlight of the game. It showed up, and players looked completely different than last year. Players, especially like Austin Booker. Now, we knew Austin Booker was taken a year early. He entered the draft a year earlier than every analyst said he should. And because of that, instead of a third or second round grade, which they projected he would have been in the 2025 NFL draft, in the 24 draft, the Bears were able to get him in the third round. They traded a fourth rounder to get him in the fifth round, this year's fourth rounder, 2025, to get him in the 2024 fifth round. So they gave up a little capital for that, but they saw the potential in him. They saw the potential in Austin Booker to be this playmaker, to fill out. And he does. When you look at him in the game, he looked like he had filled out. He looks more confident, that swagger, more disciplined as well. So you see the stat line there, 6 total tackles, 3 total sacks. If you look at PFF, they've got him in 7 plays. They're always a little bit skewed on them because sometimes they take half sacks or half tackles and make them a full one. But either way, he played really, really well, and he had 4 quarterback hits as well. So he was in on every single play, and I love seeing every part of it. So Austin Booker with the PRP, which is a pressure per snap ratio of 26, and a pass rush win rate of 26%. Those are both phenomenally high. Now, again, it's preseason. They're not playing their best players every play either. But he took advantage of the opportunity that was in front of him, and he looks like he can be defensive end 1 alongside with Montez Sweat on the other side. Dio Dangbo has a little competition. Now, Dio didn't play, but Dio will start the season on the other side. But Austin Booker's going to get his snaps, and I have very little doubts with his progress, and I know it's one preseason game. I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse here, but with how he's developed and how he's coming along, I really do believe he could be the future at defensive end for the Bears, which is what we hoped last year when we took him as a developmental defensive end. So other defensive linemen as well. Jamry Croma with a very high grade. We'll get to the grades in just a minute. Very high grade as well. Zach Pickens looked a lot better. Jonathan Ford looked good. A bunch of the defensive linemen really stepped up and looked good. And then some of the linebackers as well. So it's really showed a lot for me of how Dennis Allen has brought this defensive mindset and highlighted that in game number 1. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, Ben Johnson, this offense, the CHGO guys kind of nailed it when I was watching their reel of it. It feels like he's been here forever because of that confidence we have in Ben Johnson. I really liked when they said that because that resonated. I was like, yeah, that's what this feels like. It feels like we have trust and faith in Ben Johnson, and it's not just blind. Like, oh my gosh, could Shane Waldron be good? Could he do this? Is it possible? Oh, Thomas Brown's taken over. That's got to be better than what we had, right? Oh, we have a defensive-minded head coach. Is this going to be okay for Caleb? Why didn't we at least take somebody that could have helped Caleb out? This feels different. It really feels like Ben's been here for a while. It was refreshing because every single play, you didn't necessarily know what he was going to do. You didn't know if he was going for the home run ball. You didn't know if he was going for a screen play. You didn't know if he was going for a slant across the middle. You didn't know if he was going for 5-10 yards. He kept things mixed up, but it felt smooth. It was not predictable. And we've needed that for so long here to become an offensive team. So more than anything, Dennis Allen's defense, Ben Johnson's offense, they impressed me on week 1. All right, Kyle Monangai. Very few were high on Kyle Monangai. I was one of those that was high on Kyle Monangai because of his broken tackles, because of his shiftiness, because of how he plays the game. Was I high on him before when we took him? I did know some rumblings within Hallis Hall of how they felt about him and Cam Scadaboo and a couple other of the running backs. They liked Kyle Monangai. He's not your typical 7th round running back. He battled for yards on every play, kept his legs churning. He was shifty. I loved what I saw of Kyle Monangai. All right, it's 1 week. Those who were saying, Adam, you're so down on Ashton Dente. He got negative. Yeah, I am. I'd rather see this Kyle Monangai 6 carries for 5-yard average and a 13-yard long rush than I would to see Ashton Dente with 3 carries and negative 1 yard. Now, Ashton Dente is not going to be negative yards every play, but I did say this player, Ashton Dente, is not the right fit for the Bears, and he will get less than 4 yards per carry over the season. Now he's going to have a massive workload in Las Vegas. He's going to have a massive workload. But Kyle Monangai showing what he can do in his limited reps looked really good. Other guys looked good as well. Ian Wheeler, especially on that route, 13-yard reception, looked really good. Quick and shifty as well. Gives me hope for that same Ian Wheeler hope I had last year. I've been very worried about that leg injury. I've been very worried about how he can come back. Being able to have Duvernay, Josh Blackwell, and Ian Wheeler on special teams would be huge for this team to have all 3 of those mixing up. But along with that, he still had 7 carries for 20 yards and a 10-yard long. That 10-yard rush, the 13, 14, whatever it was, yard reception, both looked really good. Gave me optimism for Ian Wheeler. All right, and last, just because I'm not going to do this, this is not going to be a super long video. I do these longer during the season, but the overall tone and energy of this team, it was just different. Like, it felt like every player was excited. Every play, there was not a play taken off. And it's preseason, so I get it's preseason, guys. But it never seemed like a single play was taken off, and every guy wasn't just excited for his play, but they were excited for the guy. It felt like a true team concept effort, not just fighting for positional spots or fighting for battles, but these guys seem like this is a legit team. So I'm really excited about what happened. So those are my main takeaways. We're not going to go too deep, but those are my main takeaways. A couple players, I don't want to be too negative, but a couple players I'm not real super high on with this one. Durham Smythe, I really do think there's a path here for Joe Wilson to make this team. Durham Smythe, Steven Carlson are not locks, and Joe Wilson could be tight end 3 on this team. Absolutely believe that can happen. Maurice Alexander, is he going to put up a little competition for wide receiver 6? JP Richardson as well. I think there really is a legitimate wide receiver 6 battle that's going to happen. How that's going to play out, I don't know. Ja'Day Walker, obviously, with the most catches and a touchdown. But Maurice Alexander, 4 for 4 on his catches. And JP Richardson looked really good as well. So on to the next one. All right, so on offense, move this to the other side. Here's just some of the grades. This does not mean everything, guys, especially in preseason. Braxton Jones, Ozzie Trapillo in the left tackle battle, both of them right around a 55. Braxton Jones, 57.9, Ozzie Trapillo, 54.9, both those grades. I still think Braxton Jones holds the edge on that, on this catch right there for Maurice Alexander. A lot of people are pointing out that Braxton missed his block. Yes, he did. Ozzie didn't look that clean either, guys. So this is still up in the air. I'm not rooting for one or the other. I think Braxton probably has the edge on this one. He's going to be a little slow, a little clunky. Remember, right before the injury, he was playing the best ball of almost any left tackle in the entire league. Like, he looked really, really good. So I'm still in on Braxton Jones. You can't take one snap, and that's what people do on Bears Twitter, on Bears negativity. They will take that one play and make him. I've seen it across every fair weather or correct my words there, fan that doesn't know to watch the entire thing, that Braxton Jones missed it. I'm ready for Ozzie Trapillo. Give him the preseason, guys, and best man win. And if Braxton Jones plays, like, it's obviously a great opportunity for Ozzie to sit and learn without having to have the pressure of being in on game number 1. That's always good for a rookie. But Ricky Stromberg looked better, and the stats kind of enforced that, but it was against third team, so you can only take so much from these things. But the wide receiver room was good. Luther Burden looked good. Ja'Day Walker looked good. Devin Duvernay looked good. Ian Wheeler with that out route looked good. Samori Toure looked okay. So there's some good things to garner from here. You can see those. Case Keenum, the highest offensive grade. Ja'Day Walker, the highest outside of quarterbacks. Maurice Alexander looked good too. Some of those guys really stepped up and showed that they can take on that role. On defense, obviously, Austin Booker stole the show. All those gaudy stats, in on every play, 3 sacks, looked really good. I was really impressed to see Dominique Robinson in on a sack as well. The entire defensive line did play better. Jamari Cromot, who I was very high on last year and really got stuffed on the practice squad, 87.7 grade. And I got to go back and watch the tape again. I watched it live and I saw him a couple times. And I'm like, okay, but you didn't see the big sacks or anything. But when you look at the stat line, he actually was in on pressure and he had a lot of win rate. So I'm excited to see that. And Tano Kapasan, I don't know how to say his name still, but the other edge that we just signed actually had a really good game too. So Daniel Hardy, the entire defensive line looked really good. And that was the biggest thing. Dennis Allen's defense looks good. So those are some of the grades from it. Noah Sewell, obviously the big 4th down stuff, huge. Let's go. I felt just like Ben Johnson. Let's do this. Other than that, had a really subpar game. Noah Sewell still a lot of work to do, but that one big play can boost a player. So hopefully he keeps up the momentum, takes that play and lets it kind of fuel him that he can do this. 3rd-year player, need him to break out. Other than that play, he was out of position a lot. It looked sloppy, not good. While other players like Power Eccles, even Amen Ogbongbemiga kind of picking up from last year and looking decent. So some of those guys, it's too early. 2 preseason games more, 4 days until we have the joint practice with the Bills. Obviously, 6 days from now, we have the second game, and we'll see how that goes. I would assume Caleb's going to have to play at least some snaps in that game. The entire first-team offense, first-team defense, everyone should be involved in that one. So anyways, this is my takeaways from the first game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know how you guys filled out that first game. I don't really think it's about the gaudy stats or anything other than Austin Booker. When you show up on 33 snaps and get 7 total pressures and 3 sacks and 4 quarterback hits, and I mean, when you're in that much and you're 26% pass rush win rate, 26 PRP, those are huge things. I mean, you can't overlook that stuff. And then Kyle Monangai, really just with the elusiveness, the shiftiness, his moves, that catch, the 10-yard run, it looked really good. So I'm really excited for our 7th round, our rookie, our running back rookie from the 7th round this year. I'm really excited about that. So this one's in the books. On to next week. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Please hit that like button, subscribe. Until next time, Bears and Bear Down.
Bear down, sports making Chicago proud.